this morning, Governor Soludo urges youth to explore opportunities offered by state government skill acquisition schemes. Anambra State Government initiates more measures to harness sports talent. Federal government restates commitment towards reducing the rate of out-of-school children. And on the foreign scene, World Health Organization certifies Azerbaijan, Tajikistan malaria-free. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. Welcome to the news. My name is Chidema Orangwa. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has reiterated his commitment to empowering the Anambra youth to become more productive. Governor Soludo gave the assurance when he declared open a 2-day workshop for Entrepreneurship Development Institute on the One Youth, Two Skills Entrepreneurship Scheme in Oka. Correspondent Valentine Mbadoa has details.
Soludo, who spoke through the Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Patrick Aramba, said that the One Youth, Two Skills Entrepreneurship Scheme will prepare Anambra youth with the knowledge and necessary skills to contribute to the development of the state. The governor, who noted that One Youth, Two Skills is a productive empowerment structure designed to make Anambra youth employers of labor, called on all young people resident in Anambra who desire to build honest and value-adding enterprises to take advantage of the scheme.
The goal of this program is to redefine youth empowerment so that they can contribute economic development of the state in the years to come.
The Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Professor Charles Simone, urged the Entrepreneurship Development Institute that had been selected to ensure they impact positively on the participants to enable the One Youth, Two Skills initiative achieve its purpose.
In any society where youth programs are not targeted at the youth, also that society also does not flourish. So what we are doing, we are speaking to the root, the needs of the community. And I'm happy that all of us are all partners in progress in this scheme.
Also speaking, the director, Unizik Business School, Professor Emma Okoye, said that the business school will issue certificates to all entrepreneurship development institutes who successfully go through the workshop, as well as youth trainees who successfully complete the entrepreneurship training program afterwards. On his part, the chairman, Nigerian Association of Small and Medium Enterprise, Anambra State, Mr. Chinemeremo Ogwebe, who is part of Entrepreneurship Development Institute, assured of meeting the expectations. The special advisor to the governor on youth empowerment program, Dr. Nelson Amenua, who also addressed the gathering, said that One Youth, Two Skills entrepreneurship scheme is laudable and timely, and urged the youth of the state to key into the initiative to become self-reliant.
We want no youth to be left behind. We want, irrespective of where you come from, whether you are in Anambra and you're a youth, that you should have equal opportunity to those that are actually from Anambra.
The 2-day training, which is being organized by the Ministry of Youth Development in partnership with Nnamdi Azikiwe University Business School, is in line with the agenda of Governor Soludo in producing 1,000 youth millionaires and creating 130,000 private sector jobs annually. In Oka, Valentine Bada reporting for ABS News.
Anambra State House of Assembly has resumed the plenary after some weeks of break. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwuemeka Modelim reports.
The Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, while welcoming members of the House back to legislative business, congratulated his colleagues who were re-elected in the March 18th House of Assembly election. Right Honorable Okafor extolled Governor Chukwuma Soludo for providing an enabling environment for the election to hold peacefully without violence. He observed that the election was peaceful as the electorate voted without any form of intimidation.
We congratulate everybody, those that made it and those that didn't make it. We say a big congratulations to everybody. Our happiness is that the election went peacefully in Anambra State. So we say congratulations to everybody and to all of us for coming back to our offices safely.
On his part, the deputy majority leader of the House, Sir Emeka Afoka, also expressed gratitude to God for granting the lawmakers that contested the election the grace to participate in the election and came out alive, as well as his constituents for voting massively for the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, during the election.
Most importantly, I'm eternally grateful to God Almighty that we are alive today with sound health. So I want to congratulate all of us for the wonderful exercise. Everybody who campaigned and participated actively in the exercise did very well.
The House later adjourned sitting to the 18th of next month. From the State House of Assembly, Chukwuemeka Modelem, ABS.
The chairman of the Anambra State Sports Development Commission, Honorable Patrick Onyedum, has assured of accelerated sports development under the administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Honorable Onyedum, while speaking in Awka, said the governor had broken new grounds in all sectors, including sports. And that one year, we have details of this report from our studio.
According to Honorable Onyedum, Governor Soludo demonstrated his love for sports through prompt release of funds to sponsor 149-man contingents to the 21st National Sports Festival in Delta State. In spite of the lean financial resources available, and the team took part in 21 events and won a total of 39 medals, including 6 gold, 9 silver, and 24 bronze medals. A record he described as the best in the state's history at the festival. While a member of the team, Ujunwa Nwankwo, a female karate fighter, got an invitation to represent Nigeria at International Championship in Canada in April this year. He said Anambra State also took part in the National School Sports Athletics Trials in Abeokuta, Ogun State, where 16-year-old Fiako Eze Chukwuchiri emerged champion of the high jump event and qualified to participate at the World School Athletics Championship later this year, and expressed confidence that Anambra State would soon become a viable sporting arena with the development of Anambra State Sports Solution Initiative (ASSI) as the special purpose vehicle for driving sports in the state with robust private sector involvement. Honorable Onyedum disclosed that the Sports Commission has signed a sports financing partnership deal with Brunel and Winston, a consulting firm, to implement sports development programs under ASSI for 4 years, in line with Governor Soludo's desire to encourage private sector involvement in sports, while the state government has given consent to Onitsha Business School organizers of the Onitsha City Marathon later this year. He assured that sports infrastructure will also get attention, as plans were already underway to develop the Park B section of Awka Township Stadium, upgrade of Ekulobia Township Stadium, and siting of facility in each of the 3 senatorial districts, and explained that the progress made so far was because Governor Soludo gave his political support to sports to see the sector develop in terms of business and empowerment for youths. The Sports Development Commission chairman called on youths in Anambra State to participate actively in sports, as the Governor Soludo administration promises to provide environment for them to take their talents to the world stage.
It were established celebrations for the Anambra State Director of National Orientation Agency NOA, Barrister Charles Nwoji, as he bows out of civil service after meritorious service years, as well as celebrated his birthday anniversary. The event, held at the state headquarters of NOA in Awka, attracted officials of their agency from across the 21 local government areas of the state, some retired staff of the agencies and friends, and also well-wishers. Queen Aniwogo has details of the story.
In his farewell speech, the outgoing state director, Barrister Nwoji, recalled the efforts of the agency in making a mark in shaping positively the attitude of Ndi Anambra towards government programs and policies. He appreciated the staff, especially the field staff, whom he described as foot soldiers of the agency, for trying their best in ensuring that the behavior of Anambra citizens remains above board, and called for more assistance from government government at all levels to ensure that the positive attitudinal change is maintained.
Keep commending the entire staff of NOA, particularly the field staff, to say the fact. NOA needs to be assisted in Anambra State.
In his remarks, the incoming acting state director, Sir Joseph Uchendo, highlighted the principles for which Barrister Nwoji was known for, including his robust implementation of programs, timely submission of reports to state government and national headquarters, improvement of staff welfare, continuous intellectual empowerment of staffs, among others, assuring him that his labor will not be in vain. Sir Joseph also assured the staff that his own administration will not only sustain the principles left behind by the outgoing director, but with their support, he will make tremendous impact in the task before them, as well as working with Governor Chukwuma Soludo to build a prosperous and secure homeland in Anambra State.
Sitting from the scene today is someone who has lived up to the key principles of civil service.
In his goodwill message, the State Commander of War Against Indiscipline, WAI Brigade, Mr. Francis Nwoye, recalled the efforts of the outgoing State Director in bringing WAI to its present level and promised that they will continue to make him proud in discharge of their duties. A goodwill message from the Welfare Association of the agency, read by Mr. Thank-God Obidegu, said that Barrister Nwoji is a motivator and a role model to the staff and charged staffs of the agency to remain resolute in the discharge of their duties, as well as give full support to the incoming acting state director. On behalf of retired staff of NOA, a former deputy director, planning, research and strategy, Dr. Dennis Ekemezie, described Barrister Nwoji as a man who is not daunted by challenges and noted that it is a thing of happiness to bow out of civil service in good health. Cutting of birthday cake, drama presentation and refreshments added color to the event.
Stakeholders in education from the Anglophone countries have converged in Abuja to brainstorm on what should be done to scale up standard of education in Nigeria and reduce the burden of child marriage on education. The one-day program organized by the Federal Ministry of Education in collaboration with other stakeholders in the education sector, including UNICEF, UNESCO, among others, is aimed to identify gaps in education and proffering solutions to them. Abuja Bureau correspondent A.P. Ajide reports.
Various speakers at the National Dialogue harped on the need for strengthening teacher development in Africa. In his speech, the Minister of State for Education, Mr. Goodluck Opia, said that if Nigeria can successfully bridge the data gaps, it will have provided the basic fundamentals for resolving so many issues. The minister said the federal government is unrelenting in providing the needed opportunity for education for all and to ensure inclusiveness. He emphasized that the President Muhammadu Buhari's led administration remains dogged in overcoming the challenges that keep a lot of girls out of school and noted that Nigeria has made significant strides in getting children, especially girls, back into school.
If we can successfully bridge the data gaps in Nigeria, we will have provided the basic fundamentals for resolving so many issues.
In a lead paper presentation on achieving gender equality through education, the Director International Institute for Capacity Building in Africa, Dr. Quentin Woden, said gender inequality reduces women's expected earnings and as such their human capital wealth. He said that gender inequality also contributes to lack of educational attainment for the girl child and a high prevalence of child marriage and early childbearing.
There's a whole ecosystem that contributes to that overall gender inequality that is so detrimental to Nigeria's development.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Dr. David Adejo, represented by the Director of Basic Education, Dr. Mrs. Olatunji Davis, said education is in crisis globally, hence the need for heightened focus towards making education work, which according to him has been gaining momentum after the Transforming Education Summit in United Nations Assembly last year. Earlier, the Director of Educational Planning, Research and Development, Federal Ministry of Education, Abuja, Mr. Adeleye Adoye, said the objective of the national dialogue is to, among other things, facilitate learning, build capacity, and provide solutions to glaring needs in the country's education sector. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
The Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, has stated that recent spike in the number of recorded cyber attacks in Africa is threatening the growth of the continent's digital economy. The minister, who disclosed this in Abuja, said this was worrisome given that Africa's global economy is on the rise and has been projected to be worth $180 billion in 2025 by the World Bank. According to him, businesses and organizations must take necessary steps to protect themselves against cyber threats. He stated that the statistics were alarming and highlighted the need for urgent actions to protect and protect the continent's infrastructure and digital economy. He added that the importance of having a robust cybersecurity strategy cannot be overstated, and it is essential to protect the digital infrastructure, businesses, and citizens. The World Health Organization has certified Azerbaijan and Tajikistan malaria-free for achieving the elimination of malaria in their countries. The certification follows a sustained century-long effort to stamp out the disease by the two countries. According to a press statement made available to newsmen, said certification of malaria elimination is the official recognition by the WHO of a country's malaria-free status. The certification is granted when a country has shown with a rigorous, credible evidence that the chain of indigenous malaria transmission by Anopheles mosquitoes has been interrupted nationwide for at least the past 3 consecutive years. It added that the country must also demonstrate the capacity to prevent re-establishment of transmission. Azerbaijan detected its last case of locally transmitted Plasmodium vivax malaria in 2012 and Tajikistan in 2014. With today's announcement, a total of 41 countries and 1 territory have been certified as malaria-free by WHO, including 21 countries in the European region. A former board member of the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, Mr. Sani Fema, said the Super Eagles are a group of talented players without good coordination and a head coach. Mr. Fema, who is now a special assistant on sports to Senate President Ahmed Lawan, made this known yesterday in Abuja in an interview with the newsman. He was reacting to the Super Eagles' 1-0 defeat of the Jets of Guinea-Bissau in the return leg match of the 2023 African Cup of Nations AFCON qualifier played yesterday at the Estadio 24 de Septiembre Stadium in Guinea-Bissau. The Jets had 3 days ago humbled the Nigerian team 1-0 at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja, in the first leg of their encounter. But Fema said that Eagles' performance in Bissau have shown that the team was capable of confronting and defeating any team in the world, but that it lacked the technical crew to bring out the best in the players. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Radio TV. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main point again. Governor Saludo has urged the youth to explore opportunities offered by state government acquisition skills. Anambra State government has initiated more measures to harness sports talents. Federal government has restated commitment towards reducing rate of out-of-school children. And we also told you on the forum that the World Health Organization has certified Azerbaijan, Tajikistan malaria-free. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and the promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news at 7. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Good morning.